بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين. Always with tutorial number 4 algorithmics, and now with exercise 6. We've seen exercise 5 and how we proceeded to solve it. This time we have something related to it. So if you understood what we've covered here in exercise 5, this would be nothing at all. But if you still having issues with this part, believe me, this sixth exercise is the same as the fifth. So you've got to go back and watch the previous video in order to understand it, because I'm not going to dive any deeper with this exercise. So exercise 6 says write an algorithm that finds the maximum, max, and minimum min between two given numbers a and b, and then between three given numbers a, b, and c. It's just like the previous example, but the difference here, the previous one asked for arranging them in ascending order, but here he's asking to give us or give out the minimum and the maximum. And it's very intuitive if you understood what we've done here, because when you arrange stuff in ascending or descending order, it means that you know what is the min and what is the max. So by knowing that, we can use the algorithm that we generated here and going directly to the end and get out what we want. Let's go to the flow chart. It's not the infograph. We go to the flow chart and we see what we are talking about. This is the previous example, previous exercise, when we have three variables to sort in ascending order. This, when we come here, it means that A is less than B is less than C. What is the biggest number? Is C. So what is the max? It's C. What is the max? The minimum is A. Minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum, and minimum and maximum. We go now to the to this pseudocode for the algorithm. What we're gonna find, this is, I'm suggesting the solution for the exercise 6. What I did, I just copied it. I just copied the solution for exercise 5. I did this copy and I pasted here that solution for the exercise 5. Then what I did is I will show you what I changed. This is exercise 5 algorithm. It looks exactly the same. Algorithm name exo6. Here is 5 variables, same variables, begin, end, read A, B, C. If A is bigger than B, what should I do here? If A is bigger than B, in previous exercise what we did, we wrote them in ascending order, the smallest then the biggest. So since I know what is the smallest and the biggest, so I would change only the output. Instead of writing or outputting B and A in ascending order, I would output B as max, minimum, and A is maximum. So what I need to I would not, or I do not need to alter and change the algorithm. I only need to change the output, and this is a clever way instead of rethinking it. So now I know which one is bigger and which one is smaller. I would say write A is max So let's agree on something like this. This is a variable, or let's leave it as it is. A is max, is minimum. Sorry, if A is bigger than B, it means that A is max, B is minimum. Else, what does it mean? It means that the inverse case, we would say B is max, A is minimum. That's it. So we review and we check read AB. If A is bigger than B, so A is max, B is minimum. Else, in the other case, if it's not valid, then we jump here. So the user inputs A and B. It tests if this is valid. And by the way, you should know, what does it mean, valid? Valid, it's something called like Boolean logic. In Boolean logic, it's either 0 or not 0, 0 or 1. But I said not 0 because we will need it later. It's either 0 or not 0. So when this is true, it means 1. If false, it means 0. So if it we test this, is A bigger than B? If yes, it means 1. Yes equals to 1. 1 or 5 or 6, it means not 0. And no or false, oh no, I forgot how we write false. Anyway, if it's false, what we would write, it's 0. So yes, it's true, it's not 0. No, it's false, it's 0. So it tests this condition. If it's true, we execute this. If it's false, we do not execute this, we jump to this. This is just a recap of something you know or you should have known. So this is the essence of the exercise. Now we come to the second part of the exercise. So it's just altering and changing the output. Now I come to this one. I just also copied exercise 5 part 2, and here it is. We compare and see what are the changes we've done so far. So from algorithm till this. Anyway, as you can see, declaration of variables, we began, then it's all the same. We read as we did in exercise 5, we test, and as I have shown you here, instead of printing the numbers in ascending order, we would need only to print the minimum and the maximum as we did in the first part. So we come here and we come to each write instruction or write command. So we are going to need to change the write command. So but we need to be a little bit careful. Look, I should repaste because I changed it. This is, as you can see, exercise 5. I just copied it here. I renamed the algorithm from exercise 5 to exercise 6 part B. It's the same exercise 5, just copied it. Now what I need to change, we agreed upon changing only the output. We decided that we need only to change the output. So what we're going to need to do here is to, what is the real change that we are going to do? We are going to print or to display or to output only A as minimum, C as maximum. The leftmost is minimum, the rightmost is maximum. The leftmost is minimum, the rightmost is maximum. So I would say min is A. I delete this, max is C. And we will do this for all the rest. Min is A, max is B. Same, min is. Look, I will copy this. Now you get the idea. Oh no, it's max. Max is, min is C, max is A. The same. I remove the middle because we do not need the middle. Max is A. And last but not least, minimum is B and max is C, and we came to cover all possible cases of our exercise, and the only thing we needed is to change the output. How many outputs we have? We have 6 outputs. And you know what, we discussed why we have 6 possibles, because it's the factorial of 3. 3, which means that we have 6 possible arrangement of the 3 variables. So I have 3 possible arrangement of minimum and maximum. If you want to come to the flow chart and you decide to change, look, this is the exercise 5. What I did is, this is exercise 6 and 6a and 6b. I just copied 5 and 5a and 5b. I open, look, this is 5a. Remember it and memorize it. When I open 6a, it's the same, because all I did is copy it, because it's the same. What we need here is to change the output. So what I'm going to do, we know that B is minimum and A is maximum, but you should take into consideration that here I am showing the number or the variable itself. Look, when I put like this, it's 6. It didn't write A or B, it wrote the value stored in the variable. But here let's try something new where we are going to display A and B. So I would say, look, I did this asterisk, no, it's not an asterisk, I don't remember how we call it. Min is A, max is B. We change this. Sorry, this is the minimum, so I made the mistake. Min is B, max is A. Let's confirm this. A is bigger than B, so max is A. Else, min is A and max is B. Let's try again. We input A. A is 1. B is 100. Remember, B is 100. Look, B is maximum, and we know that B is 100 and A is, so all we did is just changing the output. We go now to the second part of this exercise. Let's save the changes. Now going back to exercise 6, we need to do the same for all this. I would say min is a etc etc. Min is a and max is c. But we've got not to forget this, whether here in this flowchart software or even in your writing or in test or later in the programming in real life. For a message you should mention this. For variable we do not mention. This means that you are going to show the text as it is. Now the minimum is the smallest, is a, and max is b. As always, min is c and max is b, and put them as a message. We have 3 to finish. The minimum is c and max is a. One before the last, min is b and max is a, and the final one, min is b and max is c. And hence we have covered all possible situation. And as you've seen, I just changed the output based on the old one. The old one is arranging, and from an arranged sequence I know what is the min and what is the max. I just want to add some output just for us to help us. The output is, because before the user to enter, I would say, because he's going to enter a, let's display a, then output b, and finally output c. If you remember in the previous this exercise or the previous part, when I put a and b, we just see the value, but we do not see that a is 1 and b is 100. This is why I wanted to try this, so you can see. Look, here you understand that I'm going to put a and I will say 3, b 15, c 78. Let's confirm. Minimum is a, 3 is the least one, maximum is c. It's okay. Let's try another example. 55, 5, 555. Minimum is b. As you can see, the minimum is b, maximum is c. And as you've seen, this is why I added this output, so to tell the user that he is going to input a. I can change that message to something like this: input a. When I run it, would prompt him to input A. I hope you understood what we've done so far. We re-explained, we revisited what we've done with the previous exercise, and we understood it's only about altering the final output. So if your previous program or algorithm works well, you will not find any problem with this exercise or this part. And this is the magic of programming. If you understand it, you can play with it as you wish. Well, for any question, any request, any reclamation, any issues, always yours to ask anytime, and see you later.